Well, we'll move on. It's Bolton versus Stoke.
This is an interesting game then. Stoke are playing Europe this weekend.
Yeah.
They haven't won a game after Europe. And both are Stoke, yes. And Bolton are at home this week. And Owen Kyle has a huge job in his hands now because they haven't won a game in ages. I think Bolton could get to 3 points here.
Yeah, they were, I suppose, they had a go at Newcastle in the second half of that game on
Stoke,
Sunday,
yes.
wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I think
Yeah.
Walters was playing a very good
Yeah.
signing. He's on fire this week. He's playing well. Crouchy isn't doing that much at the moment. I don't know. Etherington has been quiet. He's been out of the team, getting a few injuries. And at the back, I think Shawcross is out, who's a big player for them at the moment.
Yeah.
But it could be. I think it could be Bolton's first win in a good while now.
Would if you were to pick maybe somebody from Bolton for your fantasy team, Johnny, your own fantasy team.
Good value. I think
Yeah.
who's getting nice few points and a few assists is actually Chris Eagles.
Yeah.
He's a good midfielder now. He's
Okay.
getting a few points. I would bring him in. I think this season hasn't been as good for Bolton because I think the likes of Elmander is gone. He was a big player. Himself and Davis had a great partnership, and they just haven't been the same this season. And he's been a huge loss. They're just conceding goals. They can't keep clean sheets, and they're not going to get points if you can't keep clean sheets in this day and age, in this league. Then.
Yeah. Said like a master. Next we have Fulham versus Tottenham. Is this at White Hart Lane or is it?
No, this is Craven Cottage. This is a big London derby now, like, do you know?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, Fulham, they're in Europe this weekend. What can you say? They won last week 2-0. I think they're going well. Dempsey is he's doing well from now, I must say. Tottenham, well, what can we say about Tottenham this week? Crazy game last week. Gareth Bale, at last, he's back into form. 2 goals last week, and Van der Vaart, well, he's just on fire. On fire, I just can't say no more about him.
Yeah, he'd be a good signing, Van der Vaart.
Van der Vaart.
How much do you get him for, do you reckon?
He's a bit expensive for my liking, but if you can get him, he's about 10.5, maybe 10.6 million. It's a lot, but I think Bale is better value. You know, I brought him in actually last weekend, and he did the business. I was happy enough with that then, but But anyway,
you won't blow your own trumpet, Johnny.
No, I think Spurs will get a result there.
He's what's the update on Harry? Is he?
My buddy, he actually rang me this morning.
He did, yeah.
He did ring me this morning, and I just, he was just saying, I asked him how was he and stuff. He said he had a heart operation, but I'd say he should be okay by the weekend, if not next week. Do you know that man loved the game? You just can't keep him down.
Yeah. So you're going for Tottenham?
I go for Tottenham this week then. Yeah.
That's good. And have you a kind of in your mind? Is there any players to watch out for this week in particular?
Well, it's funny you say that. Actually, I have a few players.
Yeah.
Players to watch out this weekend now. I think I mentioned before Man City. Who's going to play midfield? What are they going to do? What's Mancini going to do? Who knows? But I think Silva out. I think he's a doubt. I think Adam Johnson could be worth the gamble. He's 7 million in the fantasy, but I think he's always good for a goal or assist if he plays. I think Adam Johnson, yes. Aaron Ramsey for Arsenal, he's performing well. They need him on his top if Arsenal are going to do anything this season. And they're home to West Brom, and the weekend after they're away to Norwich and home to Fulham. I expect Ramsey with a few assists there, hopefully. And another player, Phil Jones, I think could be a player to watch out for. He has been an exceptional signing for Manchester United.
He was good last night.
He was very good last night. He was bombing up all the time, getting crosses in. He actually set up the first goal. Oh, he's never shy of a tackle to get stuck in. I think he's 6 million fantasy. They could play him in midfield the weekend with Fergie. You just don't know. I think he's definitely worth a shot. And maybe one more player, I'd say. Aston Villa need goals. I think he's plenty pace. This guy, Gabby Abonga. Put your money on him, I think, this week. Villa are home to Norwich. I think he can do something.
Yeah.
He's got the pace, the strength. I think he's good for goal.
Aston Villa, let's come back to the fixtures. Aston Villa versus Norwich. Are you going to put your neck in the line, Johnny?
Well, some people say I put my neck on the line all the time, but then this one, do you know what? I'm very impressed with Norwich start the season under Paul Lambert. They're attacking well, they're defending well. I think they could get a draw with this one.
Yeah.
Do you know, really, yeah. I think Villa under McLeish, they haven't been the same under Martin O'Neill the way they want to play, and they've lost the likes of Downing and Ashley Young. They have a lot of young players. It's I don't know, it's transitional time for Villa, and I could see Norwich definitely getting a draw.
Very good. Yeah. They really have been impressive. Norwich. They came back well against Blackburn last weekend, and they're one of the better of the teams that were promoted last year, I suppose. Swansea have been going well.
Swansea, yeah.
and
Swansea, Norwich.
Liverpool this weekend, we presume that Poole will do the business against Swansea.
I would always presume, Daniel.
Presumption is bad, alright.